Module Shalosh Nikud Arba. During this module, you'll develop a skill in selecting recipients whom you wish to receive particular action. Please notice that although there is no new Jonah episode in this module, there are some words which are highly important for you to learn very thoroughly. Watch for them under the customary heading, Words for Responding. Segment Shalosh Nikud Arba Nikud alef. Hamelech B'yom echad. Or feminine form, Hamalka B'yom echad. Alternative title, Lemi ani oseh et hadavar hazeh. Or feminine form, Lemi ani osa et hadavar hazeh. As you read over the instructions for this activity, it will become clear that one of the pieces of verbal equipment you will need will be the preposition le followed by the suffixed personal pronouns. Let's go directly to the first milim la'anot, which is headed Suffixed Pronoun Reference Table. Here then is the Suffixed Pronoun Reference Table. Two things will help orient you to this table. First, if you read it vertically, you can rapidly ascertain what are the distinguishing characteristics of a given suffix. Take, for example, in the upper right quadrant, under the heading I, me, notice the bold font that you find at the end of the words Eli, Li, Alai, and Eineni. This will help you recognize the characteristic feature signaling a first common singular suffix. Directly below that, under the heading we, us, notice the bold font for the syllable nu at the end of the words Elenu, Lanu, Alenu, and Einenu. In each case, drawing your attention to the fact that this signals a first common plural suffix added to the various root words el, le, al, and ein. And now let's read across so that you can hear a single word with the range of pronominal suffixes added to it. We'll begin in the upper right with el. Elai, elecha, elayech, elav, eleha. Continuing with el now in the plural zone, elenu, alechem, alechen, alehem, alehen. Let's return to the singular, taking up the preposition le, li, lecha, lach, lo, la. Do notice the footnotes. Continuing with le, now in the plural zone, lanu, lachem, lachen, lahem, lahen. Alai, alecha, alayech, alav, aleha. Plural, alenu, alechem, alechen, alehem, alehen. The word ein, singular, eineni, einecha, einech, einenu, einena. Plural, einenu, einechem, einechen, einam, einan. As you were reading over the forms for ein, you may have noticed that the way that one says he is not sounds and is spelled exactly the same way as one would say, we are not. That is, einenu means either he is not or we are not. This is a coincidence because of the interesting similarity of the suffixes attached to a word that already ends with nun. When you engage this activity in class, you may wish to begin the announcement of which person you have selected to be recipient of your random action. Introduce that announcement as follows: Ani mitzaveh, and then continue it by designating the recipient with the preposition le and the appropriate suffix. For example, if you are saying, I am commanding such and such to be done to her, then you would say Ani mitzaveh la, lamed, kametz, the hay, and the mapik. If instead you're asking that something be done to you and some friends with you, meaning to us, you could say Ani mitzaveh lanu, lanu. If you are a woman giving this edict, you would say instead of Ani mitzaveh, you would say Ani mitzavah, Ani mitzavah. The suggestion that you find in the very next paragraph may well be worth paying attention to. Let's familiarize ourselves with the 6 random actions or questions that you'll find used with round 1. Notice that these deal with the singular. Lemi ani notein lechem le'echol. Lemi ani notein lechem le'echol. If the person speaking is feminine, then it would read Lemi ani notenet lechem le'echol. Number 2, Lemi ani mashlich dag. Lemi ani mashlich dag. Or feminine, Lemi ani mashlechet dag. 3, Al rosh mi ani sam kos mayim. Al rosh mi ani sam kos mayim. Or if feminine, Al rosh mi ani sama kos mayim. 4th, Et mi ani mitzaveh lashevet tachat shulchan. Et mi ani mitzaveh lashevet tachat shulchan. Feminine form. Et mi ani mitzavah lashevet tachat shulchan. 5th, El mi ani mashlich lechem le'echol. El mi ani mashlich lechem le'echol. Feminine form. El mi ani mashlechet lechem le'echol. 6th, Biyadei mi ani sam kasef. Biyadei mi ani sam kasef. Feminine form. Biyadei mi ani sama kasef. This group of 6 random actions or questions belonging to round 2 will create the scenario where the person speaking is speaking on behalf of a group, plural, from the perspective of the speaker. First, Lemi anachnu notenim lechem le'echol. Lemi anachnu notenim lechem le'echol. Second, El mi anachnu mashlichim kiseh. El mi anachnu mashlichim kiseh. Third, Al rosh mi anachnu samim kos mayim. Al rosh mi anachnu samim kos mayim. Fourth, et mi anachnu metzavim la'amod al yedehem. Et mi anachnu metzavim la'amod al yedehem. Fifth, et mi anachnu mashlichim lechem le'echol. El mi anachnu mashlichim lechem le'echol. Sixth, et mi anachnu metzavim lishtot mayim kadag. Et mi anachnu mashlichim lishtot mayim kadag. Now we come to another heading, Milim La'anot. This portion is dedicated to helping you distinguish the two words. The one is the preposition meaning with, very similar to the word aim. The other is ate, the definite direct object marker. Happily, once we add pronominal suffixes to these two words, they become easily distinguishable. Notice the table on the lower portion of the screen. As soon as you compare these forms paired and expressed back to back, you'll rapidly be able to distinguish them. In all cases, the preposition ate, when it receives a pronominal suffix, begins with the first syllable eat, alef, hirik, tav. In contrast, the definite direct object marker, as soon as it receives a pronominal suffix, its first syllable will be ot, alef, holam, tav. There's one exception, you, plural, then it is et, alef, sagol, tav. But even in that one, the opposing form, that is the one indicating the preposition ate, consistently there is alef, hirik, tav. Listen to them as we compare back to back, pronoun by pronoun. So, for example, to say with me, it is iti. To simply say me, it is ot. Moving to the left, to say with you, masculine singular, itcha. To say you, masculine singular, definite direct object marker, otcha. That's the pattern. We'll read them back to back going across, starting again with first person. Iti, oti. Itcha, otcha. Itach, otach. Ito, oto. Ita, ota. Now the plurals. Itanu, otanu. Itchem, etchem. Itchen, etchen. Itam, otam. Itan, otan.